Hi, I'm Tim Cooper, and in this video, I want to take you through how to set up and host an online summit using Builderall. Now, online summits are amazing when it comes to list building and basically providing fantastic value for subscribers. I've currently done 3 summits now. The first 2 summits were done on a different platform, and my last summit that just ran earlier this month was all built and hosted on Builderall. So obviously there's a few pieces to the puzzle when doing online summits, and but at the end of the day, they are amazingly profitable, both financially and also in a list building way, because I said, like, basically the money you make from the summit is only really the top of the iceberg, because once they're on your list, you can promote to them and you can sell them lots of other things. So generally the lifetime value of a summit visitor can be quite high depending on your services. So before I go into the back end of Builderall, I'll just sort of map out what you have to look at in consideration of doing online summits. Now, look, there are platforms out there that charge a lot of money to host summits, but you can do everything that you need to do inside of Builderall. And I mean, it's like changing from me, moving from one platform to the other, saved me in excess of $230 a month, right? In excess. I mean, it's probably saved me even closer to about $400 a month by the time I take in all the other things that I get included in my Builderall account. So very worthwhile, and you can do automated online summits. So let me just switch over, share my screen, and firstly we sort of map out behind the scenes of an online summit, and then we'll go into Builderall and I'll show you just some of the things that I did. Okay, so let's start with the general outline of what's required for an online summit. And so basically, we obviously start, the way that we run summits is we have a free, like a limited time free access. So we give everybody who signs up 24 hours free access to each presentation. And then we've got a lifetime membership, which they can then buy, and then they can access it forever and get a whole bunch of other bonuses. So to facilitate that, what we do is we have a free ticket page. So basically, our opt-in page is a free ticket. And then this is obviously going to put them then onto a mailing list, because obviously we've got to tell them, we've got to send them links to the presentations when they go live. Okay. From the opt-in list, they go directly straight to an upsell, which is the lifetime access. And what we do with the upsell is we stagger it. So pre-summit, well, for this last summit that we did, pre-summit, we were offering lifetime access for $47. And then once the summit started, it went up to $67 until the summit ended. And now the summit's gone evergreen. And so we're charging $97. So we've actually staggered the price. Obviously, to create a bit of urgency and scarcity, we started at the $47 mark and then $67 during the summit. If they take the upsell, then they get access to the membership site. Okay, so basically, like any other membership site, sorry about my handwriting, guys, but I'm sure you get the idea. So that's, like, at the end of the day, this is just basically a very simple membership site. The only difference with the summit is that you've got that period of live access to the presentations. Now, personally, I like to do my summits pre-recorded. I've been in tech for so long. I know, the power goes out, or a car runs into a power pole, the internet fails, and you're in trouble. So we do pre-recorded videos. We use Vimeo as our video host, because once again, that's got a lot of really nice features as far as speed control, and you can run it on different devices, and you can cut back the quality of the video feed if you're in a poor internet area. So it really gives that a lot of versatility to the to the user when they're accessing. So everything is pre-recorded, uploaded, and then everything is automated. So let's look at what's required on the automation side of things. So basically, this is from our opt-in, from our free ticket to the upsell, and then from the upsell to the membership. But obviously, not everybody goes in the membership first, and we do promise that 24-hour free access. So how do we do that? Let me just come back here. Okay, so free access. How do we do this? So what we do is we work out the presentation schedule. So who's speaking on what day of the summit? This last summit was a 3-day summit. So we have day 1, day 2, day 3. And then we've got our list of speakers coming down through here. Okay, so these actually become pages. And on that page is a timer. And I'll take you into, I'll take you into the back end in a minute. And so we say that, this page here is available until until 9 a.m. Eastern on such and such a date. And when that timer reaches 0, it automatically redirects them to day 2, which is on a timer. And when that timer reaches 0, it automatically pushes them to day 3. And then when that timer reaches 0, it pushes them back over to the upsell. And then underneath here, we've got our individual presentation pages. Right? And then they're on a timer as well. So this is the way that things are automated. So with Builderall, the timers can sort of redirect when they reach 0. I didn't make these pages available until the day that, so on day 1, I sent an email saying, here's a link to your day 1 presentations, and I sent them to the day 1 list. Okay, and then on day 2, I sent out an email saying, this is your access to your day 2 presentations. Okay, I didn't make these pages available before the summit started. We told people what was going to be available on what day, but we didn't give the links until that time. And I'll also show you ways to sort of beat the people who want to try to cheat the system as well. Okay, so that's basically the setup. So on the front end, it's just a basic membership site setup with an opt-in, an upsell, and then into the membership site. And then we've got the automatic scheduling for the summit itself. So let's just jump in really quickly, and I'll just take you through some of the setup that's required and some things to remember. Actually, before I do that, let's talk about getting everything prepared first. Okay, so you've got to make sure that you've got your pages in order. So the first things you've got to create is obviously you've got to create your opt-in page. You've got to create your upsell, and you've got to create your membership or your thank you page. So basically your login page. You don't have to create your membership area straight away, and I'd advise that you don't. The membership area itself is the last thing you create, and I'll show you why. But you've got to create your login page, because these are all the pages. These are the links and the redirects that you're going to send people to. And then you're going to need to set up a template for your presentation page, right? So that, because we don't want to keep on creating from scratch. So we set up a template for the speaker pages, and then we set up our pages for day 1, day 2, day 3. So our opt-in, our upsell, our login, and then our actual pages for the automation: day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, however long your summit is for, and your and your template pages. Those are what you've got to get set up initially. And when these are set up properly and available, then the whole thing comes together very, very quickly for you. Okay, so now I'll switch back and we can look inside Builderall and how some of these templates and these pages are set up. Okay, so as I said, the summit recently ended. It ended a day or so ago, and it's now in Evergreen. So this is basically the sales page that people will hit now if they were to visit the summit page. Okay, but before that, let's look at the pages that were set up initially. So as far as the summit itself was concerned, we had our opt-in page. So this is the opt-in page for the free ticket. So obviously there's a pop-up here that asks them for their name and email address. And this timer here was counting down to, firstly, it was counting down to the day and time the summit started. And then once it started, it counted down to the time the summit ended. And it's just a basic, so everything here is above default. It says what it is, what they're going to get, and then the free ticket. And then for those who want some more information, then we've got a little bit of additional supporting stuff here that sort of gives them a reason why they should opt in for free. Okay, all very straightforward. And I've used this layout now for 3 summits. This was the first summit we did for work freedom. We've done a couple of summits for marketing, for wellness professionals. And we find that this layout converts really, really well. Like this page will convert about 80% for email traffic and around about 60% for social media traffic. So you're usually converting, by the time you sort of blend your email traffic with your social media, you're still converting really well around about the 72%. And we found that with all 3 summits so far. So this is a very, very high converting layout. And I recommend that you sort of follow this sort of layout when you're doing your summit. It is set out on mobile as well. And what I found, especially with Builderall and its adaptive mobile, is that it's far easier to do the mobile in stages as you build the main page. So as I build a section, so as I add a panel and the text and all the stuff to it, then I'll add that to the mobile. Okay, so I'm not going to build a great big long page and then go, okay, let's adapt this to mobile. That's an absolute headache. But if you create a panel and create that section and then format that section up for mobile and swap back and forth like that, I found it to be very, very easy, and it looks great. Okay, it looks absolutely amazing on mobile as well. Okay, so that's the free ticket page. And then, as I said, so what would happen is that they would come from that, and of course we're using Mailing Boss. So the autoresponder that comes with Builderall, Mailing Boss, which is unlimited contacts, unlimited emails. So we're actually linked in with Mailing Boss. So we're building our list here. And so then they would come to the upsell page. Now, what I've done here is I've actually got copies of the upsell pages because, as I said, we had a pre-summit. We had a pre-summit offer, which was $47. Then we had a summit offer, which was $67. Then we have our post-summit or our evergreen offer at $97. But let's look at the pre-summit page. Okay, so this was the upsell page that they initially saw, the $47 offer. And you see up here, the timer. So obviously when that timer reached 0, this offer went away and a new offer came up. Once again, this converts really well. So we've kept the same format across multiple summits because they just work. So we tell them to check their email and to confirm their email address because it's a double opt-in. And then we invite them. There's more copy here, probably more copy than the other because this is now the sales page. So we're selling it, going through, we're actually telling them who the speakers are and what they're speaking about. We're showing our bonuses. So this is like just normal sales page. Here we're talking about, this is once again a sale, because there's so many presentations, there's no way that people can actually watch them all. So saying, if I can't make it, so this is where we're selling it. Once again, talking about the value, what they're going to get, value, guarantee, bonuses again, Q&A. Q&A is always very important. Answer those questions, address those objections. So that's basically the sales page. And then there were basically 3 versions of this sales page. So there's the pre-summit, the summit, and the post-summit sales page. And they're all relatively the same, except the price here is obviously changing. And now the copy has changed slightly for the evergreen, because obviously they can't, some of this copy isn't relevant anymore. So the copy that isn't relevant in an evergreen scenario has just been removed. But what I have done though is I've actually kept copies of all the, so all these are the same page, just different versions of the same page. So I can always sort of come back or whatever. Okay. And of course the home page pre-summit was the free ticket page, but now the summit's over. There's no use having a free ticket anymore. We've moved the home page to the summit lifetime access upsell page. Then of course the order confirmation page was simply the login area for the membership site, but obviously we needed to have that set up before we went any further as well, because we needed all those pages set up so that we could link to them and automate it. So nothing really exciting to see here. We've just got a big login button here, and away we go. So let's look into, so that's the base side of things. Let's look into the meat of the summit. What makes the summit different to a standard membership site? So we come to a different layout now. So if you come to the speaker presentation, and what I did here is, firstly, I created, so when I had this, when I had the schedule for the opener for each day, I created day 1, day 2, day 3 here. Okay, and once again, as you can see here, we make heavy use of timers. So when this timer runs out, it will take them straight to day 2. So if I click on here and go edit, and then say action, you'll see here that when this timer expires, it will take them to the day 2 sessions. Okay. I live in Australia, so I'm UTC plus 10, which means that I'm 14 hours ahead of US Eastern time, I believe. So anyway, because this was working on US Eastern time, I've got to do the time conversion. So 9 a.m. was the date plus 23 hours. Okay. All right. So basically, we create this page, but obviously we can't link to the presentations until we create the presentations. But these pages have got to exist first, because I'll show you what happens next. So obviously we've got day 1, day 2, day 3. And before I move on, I'll just quickly take you into the configuration. You see the address here is gobbledygook. We don't want people being able to preempt what we've named our links. So we don't want them to be able to jump to day 2 or day 3 before they're available by simply typing in day 2 presentations or day 3 presentations. So our addresses here are gobbledygook, so that people can't sort of guess what our links are. Okay. So let's go to the next step. So then what I did is I created a template. So firstly, I worked out, what did I want my presentation page to look like? And then I created a template based on that. They're very blatant, okay, but up here, I've got my timer. And now once again, the timer will, depending on the day, this is because obviously I changed the template based on what day I was preparing. So obviously we needed the the day 1, 2, and 3 pages here, because this is what this button will link back to. And then obviously when this button comes down to 0, it will then redirect to the next page. So if this was, so this will actually be redirecting to, if we come here to the sales page, because this is day 3. So when day 3 is over, we want them to buy. That's the only next step they can do. And so as you'll see here, this is actually redirecting to lifetime access. Okay. And that's the way that we automate. So this timer, if this was day 1, when this timer reaches 0, it would just automatically bring them to the day 2 presentations page. And then down the bottom, we have once again, on every page, we have the option for them to upgrade. And so taking this template, and then we also set the template up in mobile view as well. Once you have this template set, the rest of it is very, very quick to set up, right? So have this all set up, right? And then we just come in and just fill in the blanks and add the videos, and then link it all up. So this is how you do all the automation. All right. The other thing that I do is, once again, to stop people who try to cheat the system, is that once the presentation have expired, I actually set the link to the video to a placeholder video, so people can't sort of play with timers, whatever else, and try to access stuff once it's expired. That's what it looks like in the video, in the mobile view, and then obviously in the desktop view. So it worked really, really well. Yeah, sometimes you do have to sort of mildly tweak the mobile view, but I mean, once you're working off the templates, it is very, very quick, and it only take you a minute or two to tweak the mobile view if the text here is larger or smaller, just to make things look nice and neat. Okay. Once I've got once I had all the speaker presentations created, I just basically duplicated. Once again, we look at the links, and the links are gobbledygook. I then duplicated the presentation and then transferred it across to the membership area, and then just modified the layout slightly. So if we come into the membership area, right, we've got our menu up here, which was a dripping menu, because once again, we were only making the presentations available as they became live on the summit. So this was a dripping menu, and then our the presentations, exactly the same layout as what was on the presentation screen, except obviously we've removed the timer up the top because they've got lifetime access. We've removed the upsell button down the bottom, and we've added an audio download button. Once again, once we had the presentation set up, getting it set up and into the membership area was relatively quickly, and then once again making it available on the mobile device was just a matter of just fixing, just tidying up the layout. So that's basically it. How to, like, everything is here inside Builderall for you to set up your summit. Obviously, we use the super checkout. And the product here, and we set it up for affiliates, and just everything here is just like a normal product, because we're selling the membership here, not the actual summit, if you know what I mean. So they had, if they didn't want to have the membership, then they had that 24 hours access. And then of course we use Mailing Boss. And so if people bought the lifetime access, they were moved from the free list to the paid list. And so we've got 2 lists now in Mailing Boss. We've got a Work Freedom Summit 2019 free, and a Work Freedom Summit 2019 paid list. And we send out our emails, like our daily notifications and that sort of stuff, to that list. The other thing that we did utilize was also the social proof. So that pop-up So when the summit was live and leading up to the summit, on the free ticket page, we actually had the pop-up going, no, Fred from Miami just claimed their free ticket. And that we found that's really, really good for opt-ins as well, is to get that social proof. Once again, that's a built-in feature of Builderall. There's no additional cost to have that. So overall, a great system. The summit ran smoothly. The automation worked perfectly, and obviously the membership site is there now, and it's on Evergreen. So if you'd like more information about how to set up virtual summits on Builderall, please reach out to me. My email address is admin@timcooper.com.au. I will make the template for the summit available on request. So if you'd like to have the template for this, once again, please email me, please reach out, and we'll organize something there. I hope you found this useful. As I said, I love Builderall. If you look below this video, there'll be a couple of links. There'll be a link to a free 7-day trial, and also a link to a fantastic presentation by David Sharp about the 10 top businesses, online businesses, for 2019 and beyond. A very good training there, and you can get access to that following the link below. Okay, guys, until next time, you take care.